Welcome to qnawire.
In question 3, we have this following chart of the firm's production function. So question A, calculate the marginal product for each additional worker. So this is the most basic question. So we just have to see that, okay, from 0 to 1, so the days of labor here means that each day they hire one more labor. So from day 0 to day 1, they hire this one more labor, which produced 7 units of output. So the marginal product for this first labor is 7. So from day 1 to day 2, this second labor produced 6 extra units because 13 minus 7 is 6. Okay, so the third labor produced 19 minus 13, which is also 6. And then the fourth labor produced 25 minus 19, which is also 6. And then the fifth labor produced 3 extra units. And then the sixth labor produced only 1 unit. And what about hiring the seventh? The seventh labor produced nothing. So maybe all the resources are already used up. That's why this last labor does not contribute anything. Okay, question B. Each unit of output sells for $10. So calculate the value of the marginal product of each worker. So all the blue numbers here are the marginal product. So what about the value of marginal product? The value of marginal product of labor is just the price of the quantity they produce times this marginal product of labor. Okay, so here, so I will just times 10. So the value of marginal product of labor is just 70 for the first labor, and then 60 for the second labor, and also 60. So all this column on the left hand side times by 10. Okay, so 70, 60, 60. Here also 60, and then 30, and then 10. And then the value of the last worker is 0 because he produces nothing. Okay, C. Compute the demand schedule showing the number of workers hired for all wages from 0 to 100 a day. D is graph the firm's demand curve. So I will just do both of them at the same time. So the demand curve for labor is something like this, and the x-axis is the wage, which is also equal to just the value of the marginal product of labor, and then this is the quantity that they hire. Okay, so for zero labor, it's it's nothing, right? Okay, so for the first labor, we know that his value is $70, so we pay him 70. So here is 70. And then the second labor, his value is 60 over here. So 60, this point is 60. And then the third labor also 60. And then the fourth also 60. And then therefore, and then the fifth one has the value of 30. So I have this is like here, and then the sixth one is 10, which is the 10 up here, and the seventh one is 0. So we can see that the demand curve looks something like this, and then the straight line, and then it goes down, down, and down. Okay, so we finished question C and D. So what happens to this demand curve if the price of output rises from 10 to 12 per unit? So we can see that originally we have this $10 here, right? So what if this goes up to like $12? So this will change the value of marginal product of labor. So the new column is going to be the blue column times 12. So it is, I'll write the new BMPO right here. It's like 84. And then 6 times 12, it's 72. And also 72. And 72 as well. And then 3 times 12 is 36. And then 1 times 12 is 12. So we can see that this curve just goes up because now it used to be 70, now it's 84, and then it's 72, 72, 72, and then 30, like 36, and then 12, and then 0. So this graph just like magnified at this level, but the shape is basically the same. So we can see that the demand curve just shifts up. So that's the final answer.